Gone are the days where ground types were as rare as heck. In a couple of days from when I upload this video, COURTNEY and Camerupt joined the ground type roster of Pokemon Masters. And you might be wondering if it is worth to scout for her or should you just wait or skip. Well, in this video, we are going to discuss the very first Ground Wish user of the game, see if she changes the meta. But with that said, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, leave a comment if you're scouting, and with that, let us begin. Here we go! Yo yo yo! This is Sol, also known as SPL also known as Spatial Gamma, also known as Grunt. Yeah, this Team Skull Grunt, and this is Pokemon Masters EX, guys. Quick update. I got my phone back! I got my Bun back, as you can see over here. Bun is back. Thank you for all your prayers. I got really stressed without my phone. But anyway, in this video, we discuss her and see if she's good. And if you don't know, she is the last of the 4 sync pairs that comes out in the first half of the August Datamine, or of the August update. And as per recording this, today is Tuesday, tomorrow is Pokemon Presents. And we might actually, you know, Pokemon Presents, there's a tag there that says Pokemon Masters. And I'm pretty sure that Pokemon Presents will just say that, oh, the 3rd year anniversary is coming and Ash is gonna be given as a free sync pair through a login bonus or something. Or through an event that's happening in Pokemon Masters or something. And these are the current sync pairs that are available, and more sync pairs are to come, something like that. Who knows, maybe DNA will tease us, or Pokemon Presents will tease us of the upcoming sync pairs aside from Ash. But I'm pretty sure Ash is gonna be announced. I'm pretty sure, but I might be wrong, guys. I'm not a Pokemon Masters partner. And yeah, if just in case they decide to announce the anniversary unit, anniversary units are very far away though. If they decide to leak the anniversary units over the next half update units, I don't know. But this is the first half, we have 4 sync pairs. Second half might have an additional 4. I'm guessing if there's gonna be another 2 spotlights, it might be Matt and someone, I don't know. Probably another 2 Pokefairs, you know. It's been hinted that Jirachi is coming. And probably Deoxys, or probably there might be a Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre. But if Primal Groudon and Primal Kyogre come out, will they downgrade from Master Fair to Pokefair? I have no idea. And, you know, we already have 3 different Master Fair, Master Passives. That's something Flag Bearer, something Spirit, something Pride. And if they decide to add more Master Fairs, they're gonna have to add from the 3 of these. So they're gonna come up with new Master Passives. So either way, looking forward to what Pokemon Masters has to offer. But yeah, enough with that. Let us talk about these guys. If you want to have a bird's eye view, a summary of each one, check out my August sync pairs to scout for video. Or if you want an individual analysis, I have one for Cygnasuit May, I have one for Cygnasuit Brendan, I have one for Luker, and today we discuss COURTNEY, as you can see over here. If you see this Mindscape image, congratulate yourselves. You have successfully scouted for COURTNEY and Camerupt. That musical note has been used before with Tears and only Pias. Anyway, she has only one attacking move in the form of Bulldoze. And Bulldoze is an AoE ground type attack which lowers everyone's speed stat -1. So every single time you use this, you hit everyone. Lower their speed stat -1. You have 3 trainer moves. One is X defense, raises your defense +2. You can use this 2 times. You have Ground Wish, use this 2 times. Bring Ground Zone in. Again, first time Ground Zone is appearing in this game. And Delete, which raises your attack stat +2, raises your defense +1, raises your critical hit rate +1. So if I were to get an MP refresh, I would rather get Delete MP refresh than X defense MP refresh, because Delete MP refresh also brings in, you know, if you use X defense twice, that's defense +4 plus Delete raises your defense +2, maximum defense basically. You can maximize your critical hit rate as well with Delete MP refresh, as well as maximize your attack stats. So I'd rather get Delete MP refresh. And then curiously guys, jumping a bit, she does not have Ground Wish MP refresh, and that's a bummer, because all the past units we have all have an MP refresh for their wishes, but she does not. So her Sing move, Analysis Complete Earthquake, makes her Mega Evolve or makes her Camerupt Mega Evolve, and then the higher the defenses are, the stronger the Sync move is. So that's basically Towering Force built into her kit. Meanwhile, passive skills, you start off with Defense Crush 2, Chase Down 2, and Anti-Freeze. Anti-Freeze basically never freezes. Defense Crush 2 every single time you attack an opponent, 30% chance of lowering their defense, aside from their speed from Bulldoze. Chase Down 2, as soon as the opponent's speed stat is lowered, 20% more damage. This is upgraded after Mega Evolving. So Defense Crush 2 becomes Defense Crush 9 every single time you attack an opponent using Bulldoze, or every single time you use Bulldoze after Mega Evolving. You lower their speed stat, you lower their defense stat, both at the same time. Nice. Chase Down 2 becomes Chase Down 5, and this basically powers up your Bulldoze around half more, 1.5 times more damage, as soon as their speed is lowered by -1. And for this, I probably will give Critical Strike 2 as well, because why not? We are able to raise our critical hit rate, and you know, the stronger the better, the higher the better. 20% more powerful damage when we land a critical hit. Now again, with the Sync Grid, 1 out of 5 immediately you get Delete MP Refresh 2, which is good, because you can maximize your attack stat, you can maximize your critical hit rate, you can increase your defenses through this way if you prefer Delete rather than X defense. And then Unbending defense cannot be lowered. 2 out of 5, you get Healthy Healing, Healing Sun, Speeding Sun. So if it's sunny and you attack using Courtney or Camerupt, you get to recover HP when you have Healing Sun, and if you have Healthy Healing, that's double recovery, 1 regen, 1 from Sun. At 3 out of 5, you get the multipliers. You got Hunter's Instinct. The lower the opponent's speed stat, the stronger your Bulldoze is. Super Sinker, if you sink for the very first time, you get a super effective up next. You got Towering Force, separated, but this is basically the Sync move multiplier built into her kit. And then, you got Team Sentry Entry 1 and Team Wise Entry 1. If you decide to give this, everyone will have either Defense +1 at the start of the battle or Special Defense +1 at the start of the battle. And I would like to talk about Bulldoze Trip Up for another 50% chance of lowering the opponent's speed stat every time you use Bulldoze. And the pretty interesting thing about her kit, Earthen Opening Sync, which is like, how do you say this? This is basically a free Ground Zone, except that you do not get Ground Zone MP Refresh. You get Ground Zone when you use a Sync move for the very first time in battle. So, if you decide not to get Earthen Opening Sync, make sure you time your Ground Zone properly, because Ground Zone is limited and you want to deal your strongest damage when Ground Zone is active, because you know, there's no MP refresh whatsoever. So either get Earthen Opening Sync, which is pretty expensive on her kit, But now that we have talked about her kit, let us discuss what is actually possible to obtain on her grid. At 1 out of 5, you can get everything. So this is Pokemon Masters or PoMaTools from SCDK12. Thank you for this. 2 out of 5, you have, I think I would go for this option. I got Bulldoze, some increased damage for Bulldoze as you can see over there. I got an attack plus 20 to increase my attack damage. I got healthy healing to the bottom left so that when I start the battle with full HP, I have a regen effect. And then at 3 out of 5, I have Hunter's Instinct over to the top right of the screen. The lower the opponent's speed stat is, the stronger my Bulldoze becomes. I got Team Sentry Entry 1 because I want to get Towering Force. And I do not want X Defense MP Refresh 2. I'd rather get Team Sentry Entry so that everyone will have defense plus 1 at the start of the battle. I got 2 Sync Nuke Tiles, so this is my Sync Nuke build without getting Super Sinker. And then I have another build for her, which is Earthen Opening Sync build, as you can see over there to the bottom right. We got Earthen Opening Sync. Once I sync for the first time, I got Ground Zone. I got 2 Sync Nuke Tiles as well as 1 Towering Force to the bottom left of the screen. So I get the full sync multipliers as well, except for Super Effective up next. Plus I got Earthen Opening Sync here. Now if you prefer a Sun build, you can go for Healing Sun, Speeding Sun. But then she does not have Charging Sun, which powers up her moves. She does not have this. So I decided not to give her any Sun builds. And that's what some options of her grid might look like. Now it's your option. Again, sync grids, not really no right or wrong with the sync grid. Just play with it depending on the situation. That's what you get, guys. Now again, let us discuss them together. You got 2 Pokefairs, 10% chance of getting a random 5-star. 2 Spotlights, 7% chance of getting a 5-star. Overall, everyone, 2% chance of getting each one of them. If you go for the paid route, you got a guaranteed Luker or Courtney with 7,500 paid gems. Meanwhile, there's no paid route for Signasuit May or Signasuit Brendan. No paid route. Meanwhile, the 2, 7,500, yes, you also get enough custom power-ups as well as I think Champion Spirits are also given to make them instant 6-star EX sync pairs with 7,500 not paid gems. So if you are looking for an instant, I mean for Luker at least, AoE poison type or a 1.5 times multiplier with Courtney's grid, or Courtney, a ground type, paid route, 7,500, you have an instant strong sync pair. But in terms of stats, as you can see over here, Courtney has the lowest speed stat out of the bunch. Aside from that, all the other stats are pretty much in the center, with Signasuit Brendan still having the highest defenses, Signasuit May having the highest attack stats, Signasuit Brendan having the highest HP, Signasuit May having the highest speed, and Luker having most of the stats lowest, which is pretty sad. But stats are not everything, and again, with the multipliers as you can see over there, you got quite a lot. And now, you know, we have a lot of ground types as I was saying. And with Signasuit Giovanni, with Bertha, with so many sync pairs now in the list, it's kind of hard to select because I normally just compare 5 sync pairs. And I decided, what could be a good comparison? Well, Courtney is an AoE ground type attacker. And there are 5, currently 5, including Courtney, ground types that have AoE attacks right now. So I included those 5 in this list. We have Courtney, we have Cynthia, we have Leon, we have Maxi, we have Signasuit Serena. And if you're complaining, where the heck is Signasuit Giovanni? He does not hit everyone. But wait, I discuss him later. Alright, so in terms of stats, Courtney has the lowest HP, has the lowest attack stat, has the lowest speed out of everyone. But she has the highest defense and the highest special defense out of everyone. But again, she's the only tech sync pair out of the bunch. All the others are strikers. SYGNA Suit Serena has the highest attack, has the highest special attack, has the highest speed. But then SYGNA Suit Serena is a master fair. But Leon and Maxi are also master fairs. Leon has the highest HP stat. And so on and so forth. And then if we compare the multipliers, as you can see over here, let us exclude Leon and SYGNA Suit Serena's multipliers for sync move. Because this is Dragon type, this is Fire type. In terms of attack move multipliers, you have Chase Down, lower the opponent's speed, Hunter's Instinct, lower the opponent's speed, Super Effective up next, which you can get from Super Sinker, which probably I will not get. Cynthia relies on Sand, and critical speed and raising your speed stat. Leon relies on burning the opponent. Maxi relies on Sun. SYGNA Suit Serena, well, a lot going on with SYGNA Suit Serena's kit. Meanwhile, in terms of sync move, just raise your defense stat and Towering Force and the built-in multiplier triggers. In terms of Maxi, it has to be Sunny, and Cynthia does not have any sync move multipliers. And if we convert them into numbers, this is what it will look like. Thank you to Jack for computing this. For those who, we have a weird computation as Blaze was talking about. If you're curious about the computation, I'm still gonna follow how Jack computes this. Link is in the description. But in our way of computing this is how the numbers translate. And Courtney is apparently stronger than Cynthia without ground zone. So Courtney has ground zone in these numbers, and in all the other numbers that you can see over here, no ground zone active, but everyone has super effective up next. And now, if you include ground zone into the mix, if you include ground wish, this is what the numbers become. So, as you can see over here, Cynthia becomes stronger than Courtney, where from 2,520,000 it becomes 3,700,849. This is including all multipliers, all synchro tiles active, including super effective up next, and so on and so forth. SYGNA Suit Serena's damage go up from 3,690,000 up to 5,535,855. And Leon, from becoming the weakest, or from the weakest, it becomes the second weakest, with Courtney being the weakest here. But then guys, a lot of things are happening with Courtney. Don't forget that Courtney, every single time you attack the opponent, you get to lower their defense stat as well as their speed stat. In all of these computations, we're also assuming that the opponent has lowest defense stats. So, these numbers cannot be obtained by them on their own. But Courtney can lower the opponent's defense stat, can lower the opponent's speed stat, can reach those numbers on her own. Meanwhile, the others, probably you need the help of other sync pairs to debuff the opponents, and that's how they reach their numbers. In terms of sync nuking, Courtney has the highest sync nuke with 17,513,253. Meanwhile, with the help of ground zone, Cynthia and Maxi can reach those numbers, but without ground zone, these are how their numbers will look like. And now, if we compare, or if we arrange all the ground types based on their max attack move damage, this is what it will look like. SYGNA Suit Serena is at the top with 5,535,855, followed by SYGNA Suit Giovanni. As I was saying, he's here, 5,239,833, followed by Maxi with 4,718,000, followed by Cynthia, 3,780,849. And I think there are a couple more between, or I'm not sure. Let me just check. Courtney is actually ranked number 7 in this list, in my list, in terms of attack. But in terms of adding Courtney into this list, Courtney is ranked last place with 2616381. But again, do not forget that Courtney can lower the opponent's defense and speed stat, which everyone else here in this list will appreciate, plus ground zone. In terms of sync nuking, if we rank the sync nuke strongest ones, you got Berth at number 1 with ground zone active 21,007,981, followed by Courtney with 17 million something, followed by SYGNA Giovanni 9 million, followed by Maxi, and then followed by Gladion, which, let me hide myself, 6,400,000 something. And let me just see how much Bertha does without ground zone, because I do not exactly have the slide, but I have another image which I used before. Bertha without ground zone does 14 million. 14 million, guys. So, you know, Bertha really gets powered up. Every single ground type sync pair really gets powered up with the help of ground zone. And if we do not add ground zone to Bertha, Courtney is the strongest sync nuker in a bunch of ground types. Plus, very strong DPS or whatever you want to call it. Again, all these sync pairs, all these ground types are physical ground type attackers. There are very few special ground type attackers. I think Mei is one of them. But in terms of physical attack, again, you will only benefit, or you will only reach those numbers as soon as the opponent's defenses go down. And SYGNA Giovanni cannot lower the opponent's defense, except if you use Iron Tail. I think it can lower the opponent's defense. Maxi cannot lower the opponent's defense. SYGNA Serena cannot lower the opponent's defense. Blah 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 cannot lower the opponent's defense. Courtney can lower the opponent's defense. And that is why she is precious. And that is why you want to scout for Courtney, because she really helps ground types. And she only has a 3-move gauge attack, which is comparable to Earthquake 3-move gauge attack, compared to, you know, Precipice Blade's 4-move gauge attack, compared to Mega Kick 5-move gauge, what the heck, 4-move gauge attack that hits only one target. AoE attacks probably will be a lot easier to use than single target attacks. And that is why you want her. Why do you not want her? Because part 2 is coming. As you might know, she's the last out of the bunch. And then she's a Spotlight Scout. That means you can scout for her as soon as her banner ends. And then many other reasons why you do not want to scout for her. She does not have MP refresh with Ground Wish. Maybe next time we'll get more Ground Wish users, who knows. But yeah, that's that. But in terms of helping ground types, she's very good with it. But again, those are my reasons. You might have different reasons. Faves over the meta. Tell me if you're scouting for her or if you're not scouting for her. But again, she's the last out of the bunch. And if you're scouting for her, good luck. I recommend you go paid route if you want to scout, or just 3 multi-pulls for the coins, for the tech. Oh no, he strike! Oh, I think I messed things up. I said that you can get tech move candy coins from Luker in his video. No, he's strike, and this one is tech. You can get 3 tech move candy coins from Courtney if you decide to scout for her 3 multi-pulls on the ordinary banner. So, aside from doing those, I highly recommend you skip, because you want to save up as many gems as you can right now at this point in time before the anniversary happens. But with that said, the remaining gems, you can check out my how many gems can you get video And with that said, that ends my Scout or Skip video for Courtney and Camerupt. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit the thumbs up, subscribe again, and leave your notifications on or all or selected preference whatsoever. Just put them on because a lot of you are asking or complaining why you do not get notified when I go premiering or live. But if you want to help out a little bit more, you can become an honorary member of my channel by receiving gift memberships from my kind gifters out there who gift memberships from time to time. Or maybe some of you will be willing to give memberships as well. Or these guys who have been supporting me for the longest time. Thank you to Shadowfell, thank you Marokman, Aryan Sink, Tagman, Alcin, Roy, Luca, Jeremy, Sasri Ambrion, Marcella Lance Nice, Iwis, Tatsuya Gold, and Apsaris Gaming. Thank you very much for your support. And with that said, I'm done. This is Sol, also known as SPL Gum, also known as Spatial Gum, also known as Grunt, the artist Team Skull Grunt. And this is Bun Bun! Yay! Bun Bun! I will see you in the next video. Right!